undying mortal has grown tired of running, has she? Decided to fight back? Can you tell me the difference between a creature of nature and a child of dust like yourself? We children of nature know our roles. Meek and mighty, prey and predators, life and... You children of dust do not know your place. You come into our land, you come... And you don't know when to die. No mortal, perhaps, but I am Gadflow, blessed herald of the merciful Tirnoch. Our army shall cleanse the world of your mortal imperfection. And you, all mortals end, even if some are more persistent than others.
At least the Tawatha won't be able to track you so easily now. But it looks like you've got the personal attention of their king. If you were anyone else, I'd suggest you start running and not stop for a few years. But you might just have a chance. You're a mortal that survived death. You exist outside of fate. The Fae do not deal well with change, and you represent a threat to whatever... And as much as I hate to say it, you'll need to take Aelin Shear up on her offer of help. The Codex of Destiny should hold some answers for you. For all I know, you already met with her at the House of Balance. But it sounds like she's the only lead now. We should be able to get... out this way.
Sure, I'm proud. Aren't I war-sworn?
Proceed no farther, mortal. You are not one of our kind, and the seat of Sir Sagrel will never be occupied by one so mundane. Hallam the White prepares the contest, and he must not be interrupted at this our time of greatest need. No doubt you speak of Illuvia, impetuous fool. I told her to avoid your settlement, to avoid Oderoth Hall. I will chastise her appropriately upon her return. It is a loss, yes, but not the first unexpected event in this telling. What happened? Yes, I have noticed a growing number of humans in Dalentarth. It must be this war. I can't stay, I understand. Oh, yes, your kind usually expects some form of trophy for good deeds. A bauble? Or if you would be so kind as to deliver this message. We mean the people of Gorhart no ill will. They have nothing to fear from us. I should not be seen talking to you. It isn't good for my reputation. I will be here.
Listen, all of you. As you've clearly heard, a rare vacancy has occurred in the house.
Glynel, I assure you it's an ancient codex, just like in the tales.
Intriguing. Why would such a thing be revealed to a child of dust?
And here I was beginning to think that you'd never show up. This is Glynel, lore master of the House of Ballads. Give the codex over to him, and he may have your answers. Lore Master Glynel has devoted centuries to the study of lore and ancient Fae stories. Just talk to him, and I'm sure he'll be able to shed some light. Be on your way.
You must be Lady Shear's friend. She speaks very highly of you. An occasion rare enough to be worth recording in its own right. But let's see this codex. The fabled Codex of Destiny. When the Fate Weavers formed their order, our High King gave his own wisdom to assist them. To have such knowledge in your hands is a tremendous gift, but why did it reveal itself to you? Nonsense. All children of dust have a story that is written before you see your first dawn. Now, I can only make out some parts, but this is odd. The Codex speaks of an exception, a void, an end to the endless. This is simply too much. The High King would never pawn such absurdity off as wisdom. I'm sure you think it is. I fear you must have been taken in by a forgery. A perfectly created one, perhaps, but a forgery nonetheless. But this codex speaks of impossible things, changes to fate, death of the immortals, and other heresies. To ascribe these lies to the High King would be... I'm sorry, but I must ask you to take it away. I will have no part in these lies. Is there a meaning to it? Only its author can tell you. Do not bother me with such foolish...
Glynel spends his life cherishing old stories, but show him something truly new, and he dismisses it. Tragic. No, I bet my blades that it's real. Glynel may be a very learned scholar, but it's been ages since he had to learn anything new. Most Fae don't take well to new ideas. If this old fool thinks the High King would never have written the Codex, then it's all the more important that the High King see it. It would be difficult. His court is in the city of Issa. Very few mortals are permitted in its gardens. I do know one individual who can grant you permission to enter, but you'll have to meet him alone. Neuralem is more of a what than a who. You'll understand when you meet him. With any luck, he'll be more favorably disposed to you than he is to me. He's bound to be curious at least. You'll find him in southeast Dalentarth, at Caer Neuralem. Just head towards the giant tree and, well, good luck with Neuralem, and ignore anything he says about me.
Greetings.
Excuse me.
Another mortal, but not like the others. You are welcome.
Come closer, little curiosity. The curious one seeks a way to the Fae, but it has found its way to the boughs of the World Tree instead. Rest, Quickling, and I may study you. My roots spread wide and deep, and I have heard what brought you here. But I cannot see where you go hence. The time of the Fae is passing. I must shelter them in their twilight and protect them from the corruption that spreads in their kin to the east. I know your needs, but the predators circle Issa in her nest, and I cannot allow another to enter. Issa's end has always been certain, buried beneath Prismere blades. I can only hold back the tide. But you, perhaps you can change the currents. Where you tread, you mark all you touch. Before I would help you, I must know. Will you be a kind gardener or a careless reaper? Yes. But will it be for the better? I cannot stop you from trying, but perhaps I can guide your effort. A tribe of trolls has been corrupted with Prismere. Their matriarch, Nash, has united the clans in the first step on the path of Dalentarth's demise. You can change this fate. But to what? In doing so, you may awaken a more dangerous threat. Like your ally, Aelin, she walks a deep and tangled path, one that you walked alongside her before your death. But your path is your own now. Defeat, then I shall see who you are. If not, who you walk your path.
And you've come back to old Grimmy. Now, as to what you came for, fancy on joining? I thought by the look of you that you might. I've a good feeling, but some feelings count less around here than they should. I'll send you to the camp's leader.
The dust of the road rises to meet you, Wanderer. Welcome to Star Camp. Then Grim has appraised you and found you of worth. But there is another you must appease. Go to the Hierophant Shrine in our camp and pray, as all travelers must. A traveler lives by his or her hands and guile. You must do the same. Trader Haydn sells items to supplement these skills if you need. May the wind be at your back. What prays before me? An eddy in the river of fate, a cacophony in the song of Amalur. But you have come and prayed, and honored our creeds. You wish to make yourself a traveler? Then ask me for my portents. And yet you are here, and yet you are listening. And like many, you decree command. You will steal the following. The medallion from the noble Elfwig Grilrakas in Dyden Hill. Lastly, you must steal Drog's toothpicks, a pair of daggers in the possession of Gunnar Frode of the She. Then and only then may you be a traveler. Yes, the pall of Edric lies in his tomb, which is under many eyes. And last, Gunnar Frode is...